This wasn't just a conveniently timed situation that the mainstream media and the left latched onto because it was conveniently timed politically. It wasn't something that they just exploited because it happened to coincide with their political narrative. No, this was corrupted at its very core from the very beginning. The lead investigator in the case was an FBI agent by the name of Richard Trask. He ran the whole thing for a time until he was fired. And the reason that he was fired is because he assaulted his wife. He beat his wife in a drunken rage after they came home from a swingers party. Yeah. This is who was running this whole operation. Now, that shows a lack of character. That shows criminality on his part. Beating your wife is obviously illegal. But politically, this guy was also extremely never Trump, extremely anti-Trump on social media. You would think an FBI agent would know better than to do something like this, but man, sometimes people are just stupider than you give them credit for. Trask actually posted on social media just hatred towards Trump while Trump was president, and that came to light. So he was removed from this case, yet he was the lead investigator that really propelled this into being. There were two other agents who were in charge of the primary informant, who coordinated the whole thing, and we'll get to him in a second. But the two agents who were in charge of managing the primary informant were also removed from the case for scandalous reasons. One of them, Jason Chambers, actually used his position as an FBI agent to advertise a business that he created doing the same thing that he's doing as an FBI agent, yet he advertised that he was an FBI agent. This is completely illegal. You are not allowed to do that as an FBI agent. So he was removed from the case. And then the second agent who was in charge of managing the primary informant, who we'll get to in a minute, he was accused of lying, actually criminal lying, committing perjury on another case. So as you can see, deeply corrupted background. One of these agents in charge of constructing this plot tried to replicate this plot in a different state, actually tried to use this same tactic, the same playbook to plot against Democrat Governor Ralph Northam in Virginia. He actually tried to use a disabled Vietnam veteran, believe it or not, to kill Governor Northam. These were his words. The mission is to kill the governor specifically. This is the underpinning of this entire plot. Then, we're not done. Then we have an FBI informant who worked on this case. So not an FBI agent. This is just someone being paid by the FBI to infiltrate this group. An FBI informant by the name of Steve Robeson, who was already a convicted felon. He got $20,000 to infiltrate this group and work on this fednapping is what we're going to call it, because it's not a real kidnapping, because A, it didn't happen, and B, it never was going to happen. The FBI invented this. It was a fednapping. He was paid $20,000 to be part of this until it was found out that he actually committed two other crimes while he was working for the FBI, while our taxpayer money was used to pay him $20,000 to be part of this.